I what?
You like to talk shit about everybody.
That is not true, man.
You talking shit about your crippled neighbor.
Yo, first of all,
So the cripple is the neighbor or the one that's across the street? Which one is the cripple?
It's the neighbor across the street. For
Look,
sure
man,
across the street, because she be...
we have to
I'm
bleep
like,
a lot of this shit out.
me and So's gonna talk no fees for a second.
All right.
So look, I pull up, right? And a nigga notice things because I'm on this side already. Yeah. Everything's clean. The sidewalks is clean on their side of town.
Yeah.
When you go to the corner store, man, don't nobody try to sell you them little motherfucking leaves they done braided up and shit, nigga. That kind of neighborhood. You feel me?
For sure.
So I pull up, I'm looking. She always watering the same patch of grass, nigga. Now, I ain't been back in like 3 months, nigga. She's still on that same patch of grass, nigga. I said, man, why this lady always out here? I ain't know she was crippled, though. I ain't know she was
disabled.
I think he made that.
Appropriate term.
I don't got to use appropriate terms, man. Everybody, I got a GED, so I get away with shit.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. You good?
That's fair.
I get away with shit. I'm sorry. I feel like I fuck up the podcast every time we get started.
No, you good.
No. This is the way the intro, man. Just being.
I got curiosities about your side, but I'm gonna give me a little crib, nigga. Hopefully on this side. But if I gotta go move out by y'all gonna welcome me.
Yeah, of course.
You never did send me
open arms.
You didn't send me them listings in your neighborhood.
You say you didn't want to be all the way out there.
I ain't say that.
You want to hold on to your roots.
I do. I like the side.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand it, but certain niggas get uncomfortable when ain't nobody outside, bro. There ain't nobody ever outside.
I do spend a lot of time over here, so I mean, I embrace the city. Let's just say that. I embrace the city.
Embrace Northeast.
Yeah.
It's
I do.
Good. We got a Northeast God in the building tonight.
A legend?
Legendary.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say legend because
living legend.
The book is still getting written.
Living legend.
Living legendary.
Yeah.
Nigga, in a minute, we might be able to say, man, look what else he gave us after we gave him the legendary status. It's a beautiful motherfucking moment. It's a beautiful moment in Northeast history. You know what I'm saying? Brother of mine.
From the topic of discussion days.
From topic of discussion.
Yeah.
From right here on the Northeast.
Both covers, blue and red.
Blue and red, I like that.
I still got both CD covers.
Do you?
I do. I got every mixtape that I caught from like the Cocked and Lock store.
Appreciate you.
I still got all that shit. Yeah.
Appreciate
Cocked and Lock legend.
Yeah. Cocked and Lock store was right down the street. Culebra.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Famous CDs and tapes.
Famous CDs and tapes.
Yep. That's when I used to be over there. I used to get my haircut at Proper Cuts next door.
Okay.
Like right on the same plaza.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was there.
Well, fuck it. We halfway home. Let's do the intro.
All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it right. Living legend. Mr. Topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Mr. Who we used to view as, not even used to. There's no way that you can't be like the face of what this city is. The person who represents the city to like the fullest.
Let's go bigger than that.
Let's go bigger than the city. Bigger than that?
Let's go bigger than the city.
Go.
One of those lyricists out the South.
Mm-hmm.
We need more of those.
More.
They knock us for those.
Of course.
A true lyricist out the South.
Yeah.
The topic of motherfucking discussion.
Yes.
Cocked and Lock's on.
Yes.
Third degree alumni.
Yes.
Northeast motherfucking captain.
Yes.
General in the motherfucking building.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, SoSanAntone is in the motherfucking Cheap Suits podcast.
Thank you.
How you feel, brother? How the Drakes feel over there, man? You feel comfortable?
I feel good, man.
I'm gonna just say that was an impressive
I fuck with that intro.
Yeah.
Man,
I fuck with that.
I didn't know where you were going. Impressive.
I be doing this shit, man. My nigga.
Off top type shit.
My nigga, bro.
Yeah.
My nigga Sos in the building, bro.
Yes.
We finna sit down and have a different kind of conversation today, man.
Always.
Hey.
Now,
where do we begin?
Before we even get started.
Yes.
Before we even get started, can we do it like we supposed to do it? Can we toast to the motherfucking
man, look.
To the Hispanic gods?
The Hispanic gods.
Man, let's speak to the Hispanic, to the Aztecas today, man. How we supposed to do this?
You want to speak to mi gente?
Mi gente, let's do it.
All right. This is for mi gente. Because the city is mi gente.
Por mi gente.
All right?
Yeah.
Salud to Sos.
Salud.
To life.
Salud to life.
Give us the toast, man.
To a flourishing future.
Give us the toast, man.
Pa arriba.
Pa arriba.
Pa abajo.
Pa abajo.
Pa centro.
Pa centro.
Y pa dentro.
Y pa dentro.
Pink.
Salud, 1901, my brothers. I like that, man. You would think I would learn them goddamn words sooner or later.
It's okay. It takes time.
Yeah.
We still embrace you. Don't worry about it.
The Latinos?
Yeah, we embrace you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, facts.
That's beautiful.
Sos,
Yes, sir.
it's I want to just say this, get this out the way because I feel like this is way overdue. It's an honor.
Thank you.
For me being, we dating back a long history of you being in the game. And for me discovering you, if I'm not mistaken, I probably discovered you through Jay Lee. Shout out to Jay Lee.
Sounds true.
Sound true. Shout out my nigga Jay Lee. I ain't seen Jay Lee in a minute.
Neither.
Yeah.
Living life?
And I said, oh yeah, he good though. He
Okay.
good though. For sure.
Yeah. And the way that kind of story went about is me getting started, getting involved in this, this scene out here, recording music, writing music, things of that sort. And when you're doing that shit and you want to take it for real, you need resources.
Huh.
And so Jay Lee, I don't know how I came across, his way. It might have been, through, him, selling out mixtapes and things of that sort.
Yeah.
If anybody had the shit in the trunk, it was Jay Lee.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sir.
Let's make sure we give that man credit.
Shout out
And
to him, man.
he actually helped me do my first mixtape rollout ever.
Yeah.
Jay Lee.
Jay Lee,
Sounds
yeah.
about right.
I never knew Jay Lee on a personal level,
right.
man, but I hear stories about what kind of intellect this dude got for business. What
Yes.
kind of, just natural. Some niggas you meet, they got a natural instinct
Yes, sir.
for business. And I really don't know because I know how the game get, man. Sometimes it's not what it seems. What's the relation between you and Jay Lee?
It's still the same, bro.
Brotherly?
Brotherly.
Okay. Okay.
We both lost Bird.
Rest in peace, my
Lost
Bird, man.
R.I.P.
Peace. R.I.P.
For real.
Bird G. This show is dedicated to Bird G.
For real.
My brother K-Dog. Yeah, it's brotherly, bro. It's never going nowhere, bro. It's like two worlds, bro, that collided and from it was a process that
Right.
needed to be happened, bro.
When you bumped into Jay Lee the first time, where was he at in this process? Is this a situation where Sos is growing with Jay Lee, the businessman, or you met Jay Lee, the businessman, and then y'all built a relationship together, or did y'all grow together?
Yeah, nah, Jay Lee always been a businessman.
Okay.
I met Jay Lee when Famous CDs and Tapes was just opening.
Right, legendary.
Yep.
Fame had just signed his deal.
Mm-hmm.
They had already put out a mixtape, Plugs for the Clip.
Right,
So
classic.
I met him when him and Fame had everything structured already.
He working with Fame.
He working with Fame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And y'all came in and this kind of thing just grew together, man.
Yeah, the Cocked and Lock brand,
Yeah.
we grew together.
Yeah.
For sure.
He was the main brain trust behind the Cocked and Lock, would you say?
Yeah. Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
Fucking right. What make it so cold, bro, like on some real shit, mostly everything that, other than numbers,
Mm-hmm.
that I've always seen written down,
Mm-hmm.
numbers, whether it's phone numbers or dollar numbers.
Right.
Probably the only thing I've seen written down, bro. Everything else that happened, bro, was off the fly.
Mm.
Jay Lee.
So, Jay Lee, we wake up in the
Oh.
morning, drink some coffee, smoke, and kinfolk, whether it's I dreamed about this or whether it's, hey, you know what we should do?
Yeah, this the direction I
This
feel
the-
like.
Yeah, kinfolk, it was just every morning, bro.
That's what's happening.
It-
Those the,
The dude was a genius, bro.
those the type of marriages that I'm always interested in because you see it all through music. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
I done had conversations with other artists. You know, sometimes they want to pick your brain and like it's one of the things I always say: your management and then your production.
Yeah.
Those are two things, man, that if you could marry those up, if you can get those, you know, you get your producer that really, I think we talked to I know FMG Knott's got a producer that he like to fuck with a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And your nigga, I know Fish.
East Side? Yeah.
Eastside got a producer.
Shout out Fish.
What was it? Was Frank his producer?
I think so.
Yeah, he got a producer and it's hella tough.
Yeah.
Shout
But
out
like
Fish.
the production matches the artist. You know what I'm saying? And you need yourself a manager that moves the way you move, to see things, the vision the way you see things, man. And that kind of marriage is important.
Facts.
But I wanted to go somewhere else, man. I wanted to go somewhere else.
Let's go.
Just me and you on a personal level, man.
Let's go.
Now, niggas don't know much about Sos. And this is...
that is fair, because aside from what we see musically, visually, you know, music videos and things of that sort, you don't see like Sos just speaking like out like that.
Yeah.
You already where I'm about to be.
Go ahead. Let me not interrupt.
So, nah. Dead ass. Like, people ask me about you. Yeah. And even when we started this journey doing podcasting and shit, this is one of the names we was always...
That was in the air.
My nigga.
Yeah.
There's an enigma that lives in San Antonio, my nigga. He's a ghost. He float through the city, man. You see him here, there, and the third.
Yeah.
But the nigga's not going to... He's one of us. He ain't going to overtalk you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hear a lot out of him. Mm-hmm. This is more of a culture of I'm going to show you better than I could tell you.
Yes, sir.
So, I've been watching this last couple weeks. I've been seeing interviews. Yeah. I've been seeing conversations. Yeah. Shout out my brother Mozzie, man.
Shout out Mozzie.
I sat down on the whole interview with you and Mozzie, man.
Salute.
And I actually had a couple questions that I was like, yo, all right. I'm fucking curious. My nigga Skrills.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Shout out Skrills.
Yeah. Now, Skrills playing the behind the scenes, but this guy's a brilliant mind, man. He comes with these questions that are insightful. They digging. They digging at you. Mm-hmm. So he was poking at you a little bit about your relationship with Black and Brown in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
And then your whole aesthetic.
Yeah.
You feel me? And how that developed over the years. And I want you to speak to that for a second, man, because when you touched on it a little bit, I was wild. And this is a nigga that didn't own you all this time. You know what I'm saying? But this is something... Brief story.
Let's get it.
Banging around one night, having a good night in San Antonio, beautiful night in San Antonio.
Of course.
This little young thing I met from out of town, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just conversating, smoking a little bit in the middle of the night, after the club, drunk type conversation, this type shit. She's telling me how she feel like the Mexicans in San Antonio be checking the niggas.
Be checking the niggas?
This is her statement. Now, she from Chicago area, and I got family in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So
shout out.
I'm trying to relate to her, you know, the relationship of Black and Brown in San Antonio. These niggas that you went to junior high with, that you was raised up in Kirby with, you know what I'm saying, that you went to Judson with, that at some point, my skin becomes the least relevant thing between me and my brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The nigga move like me. He talk like me. Yeah. You know, his background is damn near the same as my background.
Yeah.
Run around 7, 8 nappy ass head little kids, man, getting in trouble and trying to protect each other from the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to explain to her this. Yeah. But I enjoyed what you was talking about with Mozzie, because I think a lot of people don't hear that. Yeah. We kind of different. You know what I'm saying? Down in the South in Texas, man, we have this Black and Brown relationship that people don't tend to understand, man. Can you expand on that a little bit?
It's a chemistry, bro. Like it's whether we talking about music, whether we talking about trapping, moving, it's a chemistry there, bro, in every aspect of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I was telling Mozzie, bro, like, you know, me and Fade, shout out Fade, bro. Like
shout out Fade, man.
We've been brothers since we locked in since 9-8,
right.
9-9. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I was telling them about the Spurs song, 99, we did the Spurs song. Everybody thought I was Mexican.
Niggas thought you was Mexican.
Because I didn't make the news station. So the news came and interviewed.
This is just off the
Spurs song.
Off the sound.
No, the Spurs song, because you know, 98 not 98.5, I think it was
Power 106.
96.1.
96.1.
Yeah, one of them motherfuckers, bro. We did the Spurs song in 99.
Okay.
And I think they had the Montel Jordan one first.
I remember.
Yeah, bro.
This how we do it.
Yeah. So me and Faye did it, and like I said, I was at work when the news station wanted to come film them, and they filmed like 16, 17 Mexicans on the news. Mm-hmm. But yeah, featuring Sosa, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so.
And the best verse didn't get an interview. Crazy.
And then
you didn't get an interview?
I was at work.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
I couldn't make it. So
life happens.
Yeah, you continue to rap, bro. Like they just thought I was Mexican anyway. Like, you. Because because they never seen me, bro. You know
You
what I'm
think
saying?
it got
It wasn't no
anything?
social media, bro. So it was just, they seen that on the news.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime they heard Sosa or SoSanAntone, they just automatically thought I was Mexican because
Wow.
that news station.
Now, how long did this thing is? I mean, this is probably something that you felt. The response that I'm Sosa.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it got something to do with the brand Sosa too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh, that's my last name. Like, bro, I've anything that got to do with Sosa, from Sammy to Scarface to TSF, or you know what I'm saying, anything that, bro, it's just, but yeah, bro. I mean, it's been Sosa since 1998, 1999.
how you viewing this? This the gift and the curse?
Nah.
Because
Yeah.
they say, nigga,
Yeah.
the love from Latinos in San Antonio is never a bad thing.
A gift.
It's a gift. It's the gift.
Gift, bro.
Do you feel me?
I've never felt a curse at all.
Right.
The you know, the culture we got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's what I grew up in, bro. But I also grew up in that culture as well. You know what I'm saying? Like something that was totally different, bro, that blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like the dad come home late, the wife got the food in the oven,
Mm-hmm.
puppy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
What, you know what I'm saying? So it was just totally different, bro, seeing growing up, both of them. And so it was just like, okay, y'all. But they embraced me. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So they embraced me so much. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, oh, okay, well, shit, I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
How can you not, right?
Yeah.
I feel like at some point it get to the point where,
But I'm 18, 19 at this time.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
But even still, I think like this is what I'm trying to tell baby. This is what I'm trying to explain to baby is what we talking about is culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, this becomes city shit. You know what I'm saying? Sos belong to the city.
sure.
And the brown can feel
Rooted.
that. The white can feel that.
Yeah.
The black can feel that.
Yeah.
This nigga represent where I'm from.
Yeah.
And he does it well. He do it at a high level. You know what I'm saying? He speaks for the unspoken.
Mm-hmm.
And that unspoken comes in many, many shades.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is, baby, if you listen to this podcast, fuck what you talking about. Don't speak on shit you don't understand down here in Texas.
Hey,
That's hilarious.
Nah, but I mean, I think it's dope to see you in this space, man. This podcasting space, and you know, you broke bread with us, man, back with New Illuminati, man. But it's a brand new source for people, man.
I remember that. Yeah, it is, bro. And that's the way we got to treat it, bro. Because doing this whole span, and it was just something like, y'all don't hear me talk, so y'all really
They don't.
But besides the niggas that know me,
Right,
you know what
right,
I'm saying?
right.
It was just something, bro. This was something that was never like a rapping and city shit.
Mm-hmm.
Has just always been my dream. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was never,
That was the focus.
that was the focus. It was never the big name, outside of San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? So just, like I was mentioning, bro, like going through that process and everybody like, bro, you should move out the city, or, man, you know what you need to do? Man, Kinfolk, if so-and-so heard you, man, woo. You know what I'm saying? And Kinfolk, it was cool. Like, oh shit, like, fuck. But my focus was just San Antonio, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got inspiration from other artists outside of San Antonio and inside San Antonio. But Kinfolk was just like, okay, so this time around, it's like, okay, well, the next phase is to put all that I had and what I was doing for SoSanAntone and the city into, I owe it to y'all now.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I owe it to y'all to take it to that level that you saw in me years ago. I owe it to y'all.
The idea that people suggested that you needed to get out the city, right?
Yeah.
Some people think that, okay, go to LA, go to New York, go to Florida, wherever the case may be.
You hear it a lot.
Wherever it's popping, right?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be your break, right? I feel like I take those kind of advices with a grain of salt, because it's like the same people who tell us they think that we should do this on a podcast level and have never been in front of a microphone before. You know what I mean?
Even if it worked, that worked for you.
Sure.
It's not gonna work for me.
But the thing is that sometimes I've even seen like people who do leave the city. No disrespect to anybody. And it's not even just musically, because I've seen people leave the city for acting roles, acting careers that they want to pursue that. And then when they leave, not to say they lose sight, but it doesn't play out that way. You know, they get distracted. Sometimes you're just mind blown from just new environment, new atmosphere type shit. And then you forgot what you was there for. You know what I mean? And not to say that that would happen to any of us in the room if we decided that.
It did happen
But
to
it's
me.
a possibility.
It did happen to me.
Okay.
No, it's dead ass right, man. Like
Prime example then.
It's a warning. First of all, this is my opinion. It's an old template.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And especially with rap, especially with music, you got to move with the technology.
Facts.
You got to move with the vibe, and the environment changes so fucking rapidly.
It evolves. Yeah.
A lot of people miss that shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But you're going to deal with that. Question would be a beautiful person to talk to about that. Nipsey, God rest his soul,
Mhm.
will be another beautiful person to
Shout
talk
out
like that,
Question.
because you lift a nip up and you transport them to New York City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You lift a Question out of San Antonio, you take them to New York City. And it's culture shock.
Yeah.
I've been in the same place. You go out there and you're going out here feeling like I'm gonna just go out here and just fucking take over the world. First thing you ain't realizing is every city got their own local rappers.
Yes, sir.
New York way more than most
yeah.
motherfucking cities.
Yes, sir.
So this idea that you finna just go out there and beat a nigga in LA.
And take over.
Yeah, beat a nigga.
Not happening.
and it's harder than niggas think it is.
Yeah.
There's more opportunities, but nowadays we got these opportunities. Me and Sos was talking before the show about placements on these shows that they do nowadays, Netflix and Hulu and Prime Video. They got websites where you can submit songs and you can get placements like that. I think the white boy got a placement. I called him a white boy. He gonna be mad at me.
Damn. You don't got no name and shit.
No, Clef. Clef
Yeah.
is not white.
Okay.
I don't
Shout
know
out
why
Clef.
I said that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Shout
But
out Clef.
Clef got a placement right out of San Antonio.
Oh, Clef God.
Clef, yeah.
Oh yeah, he just sat down with us like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
he talk to y'all about the placement on I
Yes.
think it was the Will Smith
Yeah.
yeah. So he's on to this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
One of my OGs, one of the people that schooled me the most on music, BU, out in the city,
Shout out
man.
BU.
Shout out BU. Really wise nigga, and he put me onto these kind of placements. You know what I'm saying? So these are opportunities
Yeah.
that you won't hear out of niggas that just is talking out the side of their neck
Yes,
because
sir.
they saying something they heard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This idea of transplanting yourself, I think Sos is a great example of embracing your city, representing a region so motherfucking tough that they feel like they need you to talk to the region.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that might be a better play for a lot of niggas that's thinking about these things today. Yoda probably gonna have to make these kind of decisions.
Yeah.
Shout out Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda
Hey,
is.
shout out to Yoda and Kevin McGee for this hat, by the way. This is the limited
Oh man, I
edition
ain't
joint.
even noticed. Yeah,
Hey,
okay,
shout out Yoda.
Shout out to them,
okay.
man.
Shout out them, but I didn't get
Shout
one.
out
So she
Plug.
got one.
You see that leg work joint, you know?
I ain't got the exclusive.
I
leg
ain't
work.
got the exclusive leg work, man. Me or Sos.
Hey, look, man. Yo, look,
Kev.
you know.
Kev's.
Hey, shout out to
Yoda.
y'all.
Come on, man. Me and Sos could use some
New
some merch. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Exclusive joint, man. But
Nah, if everybody else got one already, fuck it.
Nah, I need my own.
Fuck that shit.
They
We gotta talk.
especially if this nigga got one.
Man, we gotta talk.
Yeah, now
man,
we need
you know,
now we need
fuck.
something exclusive
let's
to
just
us.
say I do like some
Fuck.
exclusive products, you
I
know.
would have took the prototype.
Yeah.
You feel me? You feel me? I should have been the first phone call.
Yeah,
Huh?
goddamn
you,
now.
you wanted the samples, the sample
the
joint.
sample, yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn it.
There we go.
Nah, them
You know
motherfuckers-
what? Let's
motherfuckers
take it
hard.
back a little bit because when I got introduced to SoS, right?
Yes, sir.
And you know, it was, we already know, topic of discussion. That was, you know, my introduction. Prior to that, yes, I was listening to you know, I was getting acquainted with the scene out here because let's just say I got into hip hop late. My family listening to, like, you know, they're not from here.
Oh, really?
They from, you know, across the way, Central America area. So we listened to a lot of Spanish shit, a lot of oldies, 70s, 80s shit. You know what I mean?
Your people?
Yeah. My pops. You know my pops.
I know your pops.
My pops put me on to like all the 80s shit I love. That's my pops.
Okay.
Red.
And so,
Okay, guys.
yeah, so the
Pop
homies.
cool in the bitch, man.
Yeah, the homies, they
Shout out Pops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
Take me out to San Salvador.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
ready, man. I'm ready to make
Yeah,
it. I'm
man.
ready to get on this plane, man.
Hey, you know,
Shout out
happy
Pops.
belated to my pops too, because he just had a birthday. Too,
Hey, man,
Salute to
happy
him.
belated.
birthday.
And in Triago while we
Happy
at it.
You know what I'm
Birthday,
saying? Yo,
Pops.
Entry just had a birthday too. Salute.
Happy birthday.
But you know, being introduced, you know, being around that, and then, you know, of course, you know, you get acquainted with people here in the city, right? You know, you go to school and shit like that, and people introducing me to the scene in the city here. So I'm like, oh, we got like rappers. You know what I mean?
You met Sos through the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm listening to the Live Olas of the world.
Really,
I'm listening to, this is when Third Degree was very active together. You know what I mean?
And you had some third degree work, right? You had some third degree work, right? Some bars on the Third Degree.
No, that was no. That was, I think that was already a little past that. We talking
Never.
No. It was there was Live Ola Sosa work.
I always see Third Degree as Live Ola and the group, but then the movement, which was Worldwide, A-Train.
Yeah.
That.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. Like the movement that spawned out of Third Degree. Some of my favorites, nigga. I still talk about A-Train to this day, man. I think World is a fucking gift to the city.
Yeah.
So
I think
like
Joe
in this
Brown
mix,
too, right?
in this mix, Joe Brown.
Oh shit, I forgot about Joe Brown.
You know what I'm saying? So in this mix, this crazy ass mix of some really gifted motherfuckers up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, for me, like I said, coming off of like the Third Degree run, because eventually we know what all transpired, right?
Right.
We don't really got to get into that, but then Fame is doing what he's doing at that time.
Yeah.
And Chameleonaire is still up here, right? Yeah. The deals happening, like, all these things are transpiring, right? And, because Fame is very vocal about all this. We hear,
I didn't think so.
like,
See,
promotion wise.
I enjoyed the interview Fame did, man.
Oh yeah.
I thought it shed a lot of light on the situation.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, now I'm a Northeast nigga.
Yeah.
And I openly say, we knew of Third Degree. Of course, we heard them because we couldn't help it.
Yeah.
But we was diehard PKO niggas back in these days. You know what I'm saying? K Sam lived dead around the corner from me, man. He was my idol.
Shout out K Sam. Shout out Lil Sin. Shout out
Lil Sin.
But all that
even Dirty Red, you know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out Dirty Red.
Like during this, and this is the beauty of the city. You know what I'm saying? On all these little pockets. Now back then, this is the CD warehouse days, the Windsor Park Mall days. You dropping CDs off at the mall.
Yeah, and that's where I was going. So the fact that I'm learning all these artists, right?
Right.
The A-Train I've seen.
Hold on.
Joe Brown.
Hold on.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
Where you at?
Nah, bro. You just.
We touching.
Just making
golden
me go.
ages.
Yeah, just making me go.
Memory lane.
Back, bro. Like that's fucking crazy.
I was gonna say, like, to us,
that's crazy.
I
didn't mean to cut your story.
No, y'all good.
We
here.
Even as, because that's why I asked you, did you find them through the music? Because even as being as young as we was back then, you say you was 19, I was probably early 20s. Seeing Sos in North Star Mall and Windsor Park Mall, you know what I'm saying? This was beyond anything we thought about at the time.
Yeah. Even
questioning, seeing these projects in these mixtape stores that we could just go pick up for ourselves.
That's right.
This is a, what, you say 19-year-old Sos?
At what time?
Topic of discussion day?
Yeah, we talk about topic discussion. We talking about Cocked and Locked. You in your 20s. And
at least early 20s, super early.
Yeah, I'm early 20s with the Cocked and Locked, but we did Maldo.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We did Unstoppable when Magic Mark put together, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? This is 16, 17, 18, 19.
Crazy work.
Yeah.
Crazy work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So me, like, like I said, learning everybody, right? Yes, I was making runs to Urban City at the time, trying to get mixtapes,
Shout
right?
out Urban City.
Trying to get my damn mixtape.
Shout out One.
I really don't know how much money I invested at the time as, fucking 18-year-old.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Pretty penny.
But like, I'm trying to get my hands on everything because I'm like, if it's high and I support it, if I want to play this, I'm gonna spend the money for it. I was that guy. Like, you got the music, and back then we didn't have the platforms, we didn't have the Apple Musics, we didn't have the Spotify's. Yeah. So we buying CDs
or these podcasts,
You know
what I'm saying?
And so
all this shit didn't exist.
Exactly.
Crazy,
and we just trying to paint a picture for the listener. Like,
we gonna look old, but I don't give a fuck at this point. This is why I feel like we lived in the
grades.
We lived in the right time.
4 grades. I've been counting them last night. Might have popped up a little more.
I can't even.
Hey, I got somebody for you. We can get you touched up. Don't worry about it.
Bizzle,
bring you back to life. Yeah,
Bizzle, get my beard game together, baby. I still got this nappy ass beard.
Yeah. But and then fast forward, Famous CDs and Tapes is out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I get acquainted with Jay Lee. And this is how I'm like, okay, cool. I got another place to go get mixtapes.
Yes, sir.
And and I know there, then I become, caught up with the Cocked and Locked movement. Famous had music out.
Yes, sir.
The introduction of Sos, where I was like, no disrespect to Fame, but I was like, to me, Sos was the face of
Cocktail
Lock. And so, like I said, being introduced to that and then being caught up on the way, man, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. I went back to my mama's house trying to find my old Cocktail Lock shirts to see if I could bring them today. I had a multitude of colors, yo.
I like
a multitude of colors.
I like these conversations, man, because what's our town you was raised on? You was raised on the north?
I was far west all the time. Northwest. Yeah.
This time in the city, you on the far west.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm always
learning about a young boy named Sos.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Young cat named Sos, man. And it's crazy because like they had the slow when the topic of discussion had dropped, I bought the original.
Yeah.
But I seen, at that time, chopped and screwed versions were coming out. So you had to buy that version too. So what did I do? I bought the version too. And at that time, dude, I was like screwed and chopped heavy. That was the wave at that time. Like if you had that version of it, if you was an artist able to have your shit chopped and screwed, like, you was kind of better than everybody else. You know what I mean? That means you kind of had the resources for that. You had the access to have a DJ to be able to do that for you. Not everybody did.
At this point in your life, how was you feeling about all this shit? Did it feel like success to you or just feel like work? Like I'm grinding, I'm putting my work in. You realize you was having this kind of effect on people?
No, not at that time, bro.
Yeah.
Not at that time. But it was a checkbox.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
For you personally.
Yeah, for me personally.
Yeah.
Box was checked, you know what I'm saying? So that's all that really mattered to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Kifo, that shit started happening so fast. So like I'm saying, like most of the shit, bro, is a blur until somebody brings it up.
Yeah.
And then it instantly. So when I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's some shit that I always remembered, bro, just probably forgot. Then you brought the
so
shit
much
up.
has happened.
So
much has happened.
I always wanted this about you. Me and you done had plenty of conversations, drunk coffee, nigga wrote music, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
But nah, dead ass. I always wanted this about you because the conversation revolves around you a lot of times. But I don't hear you talk about it much.
Yeah.
When you hear all this shit go on about who's the coldest, I got a list, this list, that list, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That affect you? Does that touch you? Is this what you in it for? Or
No, bro. Like only because like on some real shit, bro. When I started, the people that's on the list,
yeah,
my DNA is, whether it's your uncle, whether it's your homie who put you on to, like kinfolk, like
embedded.
Yeah, embedded. If it's not an artist who really just didn't listen to San Antonio music,
right,
and got their inspiration from somewhere else,
some of those
I understand.
Yeah,
but if you grew up listening to the Third Degrees and you know what I'm saying, San Antonio music, bro, like
you kind of know.
Like, come on, kinfolk.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. So it's not like they took anything from me or you know what I'm saying. But
right,
it feels good, bro, because I got to watch all of this shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, bro, Kifo, my list, it's a different era. So, for my era, that 14, 15-year run that we had.
You remember when I gave my list?
Mm-hmm.
Kifo, that era, I'm number one at that list, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, for the next generation and for the next people who I've watched do what they do, make your list.
Yeah,
I probably agree with your list. You know, you got to put me on that list, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
You know where you
not
stand.
you personally. Just
you know where
in
you
general.
stand, though.
Yeah, like, come.
You done put in the work.
Who's on your list? And I'm not talking about who do you think is the best rapper out of San Antonio. I'm talking about when you sit down and think about San Antonio music and who moved me.
Mm-hmm.
The top five.
And
top
San
five,
Antonio music.
Top five in San Antonio and SoSanAntone's chest, my nigga. Who moved me? Who inspired? Who did I look at and say, yo?
And this is just San Antonio?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lil Sin.
Lil Sin.
Lil Hoshay.
Hoshay.
Lil Hoshay. Mr. Hoshay. Mr. Hoshay. Nino from PKO.
Nino was a cold motherfucker. If y'all don't understand what PKO as a whole was cold as fuck. If you missed that era, which most people did, this cassette tape era, my nigga.
Shit.
What are you talking about?
far as San Antonio,
Hold on. Cassette tape for these things that we used to have back.
Fuck out of here,
Okay,
yo.
okay. I'll just,
Man, look.
all right, my bad. My bad. Go on.
I ain't dealing with you today,
I ain't
man.
gonna lose nobody.
I ain't dealing with you
lose
today.
nobody.
That was pretty much it, bro. Like going into Windsor Park Mall and sitting at Commerce Street Records, bro, and just watching everything that's going on, bro, and hearing everything that's going on behind the scenes. And bro, I'm young, bro. I'm 16, 17.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And idolizing Lil Sin.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And being able to be around them and be at Rhapsody Studios, Kinfolk, when Studio A and B, and Nino recording the album, Lil Sin recording, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kinfolk, it was...
What's special about Sin? I know I got an answer to this, but as a rapper, what did he add to your that you could say, you know what?
Storytelling.
The storytelling.
The storytelling.
His pen. And I would add his delivery, bro. His delivery is so...
Sick. Shout out, Lil
It's
Sin.
dynamic. It taught me dynamics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? It taught me about control.
The inflection of his voice.
Right. And aggressiveness and then laid back. You know what I'm saying? And that you could use that as a tool in writing music. That's dope. I think that need to be said.
Yeah.
I like that list, man. I like that list. I like to add, since I'm a Windsor Park kid, which I was, nigga, we talked about live performing.
Mhm.
King 13.
King 13.
I used to see
Shout
this
out King
nigga hold
13.
court at Windsor Park Mall.
Already.
Along with Mad One. You know, I speak
man,
highly
shout
about
out
the
Mad
great
One.
Mad One. My
Fuck.
nigga. As far as
Bro.
live delivery, these niggas are God level, fam.
But you know what? I don't even know if I said
Mad
this
One.
on this platform, but Mad One, like when my early 20s, when I'm like, you know, getting some shows going and shit like that,
Yeah.
we you know, we're all you know, on the card, right? And like it's a fight. But like, you know what I mean? We was on the card, you know, to perform and stuff like that. And then Mad One goes on stage. Mind you, I'm not familiar with him at that time.
Okay.
We talking like what, almost 15 years ago.
Okay.
No, he
And so
he
like
was polished then.
yeah, so like if everybody performing there, you know, they
shit
probably
ain't
been
going
here
nowhere.
before, right?
Yeah.
So I remember he performs and I'm like just kind of mind blown.
It's wild.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know, the lyricism at the time, you know, and you know, I'm just there and I'm like, yo, he way different from what we about to do.
Yeah.
You know, I think we were coming up next or like two more after him. And, you know, just to kind of, you know, I was so impressed. And he had some mixtapes on him. It looked like he was about to exit. And I was like, yo, like, let me get one, you know?
Yeah.
That was my introduction to Mad One, was being on the same, you know, performance card.
How'd you feel about having him on the show?
When he came on the show?
What I speak so highly about with Mad One is conversations with Mad One, conversations.
Yeah.
Music is dope. But the conversations with Mad One, it's like talking to a motherfucking alchemist, my nigga.
He just
He's a scientist, bro.
he just
The way he views
yeah.
music is not
His mind
normal.
is just so like in a way just consumed with hip hop.
Yeah.
He is
Shout out,
he
man.
lives hip
Shout
hop.
out my dog.
I feel like he just like, if there's anybody who's like, you know, the top tier student of the game,
Well.
it's probably Mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He
Foundational.
Yeah, like this guy lives that shit. And you know, I could hear it when we sat down together and spoke. And you know, it was just like wow, you know, you have a different appreciation because, you know, you really dedicate all your time, no matter what. No matter the level of success, no matter,
That
you know,
dude was raw, bro.
bro, I'm saying.
Not
Bro.
was. I'm
No.
dude is
Still
raw.
doing
It's
it.
for life with him,
dude
man. He
is
ain't never gonna get
raw,
old.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
It ain't, bro.
Musically.
Dude is raw.
When you hear your name on a list with Mad One, with Dirty Red, with Lil Sin,
Mhm.
with PKO, with Nino, and I know you have had to heard it by now.
Yeah.
When you hear your name on the list with these gods of the city,
Yeah.
what'd that do to you?
That wasn't a check. You know what I'm saying? Like, just listening to them, bro, I thought this is, okay, I mean, follow.
You couldn't
But
have seen it coming.
Couldn't have seen it. I didn't know they was, besides Nino and Lil Sin, you know, them the only ones that was on, you know, Masterpiece shit and
Yeah.
this shit with, you know, UGK.
Yeah.
So them was the only ones that I've seen like outside. You know what I'm saying? But even Hoshe, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it wasn't nothing that, I was just like, okay, they got the city for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go touch these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that me personally, wanted to modify everything after. You know what I'm saying? And with the help of Jay Lee, We was able to do that, bro. Like, you can come touch it. This was like Commerce Street Records all over again, bro.
Wow.
You can come touch us, come chill with us, come. Bro, we had motherfuckers hanging with us all fucking day.
You do that. You do that in your own life.
As far as
Do you feel like you need to be connected to the dirt, man? Because the niggas that you seen coming up, they was approachable, they was touchable. You know, these niggas from my side, I see them.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Do you ever feel like, nigga, because I see you be at the bar, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chilling, relaxed. I'm out here.
yeah.
Is that important to you? Stay connected to the turf?
To an extent, probably.
I mean, because you slip away a little bit too,
to an
man. Don't
extent.
be tucked off.
As far, yeah, you know, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So
I
I mean,
know.
as far as personal life,
Yeah.
nah, bro. Not as far as personal life. Like SoSanAntone, bro, was SoSanAntone at that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when we, you know what I'm saying? It's like this is what we gonna do for the city, bro, because the city fucked with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this, everything is for the city when it comes to SoSanAntone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when SoSanAntone is turned off, you know, we talking about latter years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nigga, I mean, it has to be a disconnect for me at this moment in time.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? At this age. Back
Nah.
then, you know what I'm saying? We wildin'.
Nah.
We
Outside.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We outside, bro. Before we even knew what outside was, we was outside, man.
We tell niggas, I tell
Before
niggas,
outside was outside, we was outside. You know
Because
what I'm saying?
Without saying.
Yeah. So now at this point in my life, like, yeah, bro, it has to be a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, it at that time, bro, it wasn't a character. I was really
just real life.
SoSanAntone.
Real life.
So after that run stopped, like, I gotta become
Whatever you
I
meant
gotta
to become.
I gotta become Byron, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Yeah.
it starting off that young, kinfolk, like, I wasn't able to grow into me.
Mhm.
I grew up into SoSanAntone.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
to me, it wasn't a character at that time, bro. That was really me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So when that run started going down, and it's like, okay, I'm chill. Like, we're not living that like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I had to find, and it took some time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I think I know exactly where you at.
If I had to find me.
I wish more niggas would, man.
Me as a man, you know
I
what I'm
wish
saying?
more
Not
niggas would.
SoSanAntone, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's family now. You know what I'm saying? It's
Fatherhood.
it's
and
grown
shit,
man
and-
shit.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? It's
There you
not
go.
like what when we out. Just, it ain't that no more. You know what I'm
Plus, all
saying?
that, all that's been done.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now we here. There's
Yes,
a
sir.
culmination. 1901.
Yes, sir.
Wait, before you touch base on that, I did want to touch on one thing
What?
because of earlier on in the conversation.
Shador?
Nah, there was.
We finna talk about Shador.
Hey, we
man. I
can,
ain't
we
gonna let
can.
it slide,
We
man.
can't, yo.
Go ahead, man.
To vouch for what you were saying about being outside like that, there was nobody else really doing the storefront shit, like the pop-up shit. You know, like when there was a few times where I think I just happened to go into the store back then, you know, by accident. And I think it was you, Lavola. I think it might have been the time they did Live from the Lone Star State.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I went to
Yeah.
go
But
get my
Live
copy.
Lone Star. Rest in peace, Lone Star. Man.
Yeah.
Shout out. Lone
Yo,
Yeah, rest up Lone Star,
I found out about that news by accident.
Star. Yeah.
And
By
I
Lone
was
Star?
like, whoa. I was like, whoa, like,
Rest in
what?
peace, Lone Star. Man.
yeah, RIP. Because like, and I want to make sure that I express this part because whenever he was on records, yo, that was part of my favorite part of the songs.
The boys.
It was tough.
Like, yeah, like,
It was tough.
so it was like that.
Man.
He was like that dude that even if I'm not on all the records, when I do come on the records,
Yeah,
I'm that energy.
right.
And he was bringing that energy. Like, that's part of why I went to go get Live from the Lone Star State.
Yeah.
Aside from me being a Live Ola fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I don't know a record that I ever listened to where I didn't like Lone Star on the record.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like he was necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I believe he was there because I have the signed copies of that shit.
Nigga, the stable was tough, man.
Yeah.
Rest up, big dog, man.
But you know,
a little inside story on that one though.
Let me hear
sure,
it.
sure.
That Live from the Lone Star State
Yeah.
was the second phase of Live Ola and Lone Star. So we went to Ants with Jay Randall,
Mm-hmm.
and they recorded. And Kifo, I don't.
Damn, Jay Randall? They haven't heard that name.
Yeah, shout out Jay Randall, shout out Ant,
Shit.
shout out Black Note. Jay Lee had Live Ola and Lone Star over there.
Right.
And Kifo, they did the live from the Lone Star State, Kifo. And on some real shit, I don't even recall none of them even writing. Like
Off top shit.
that's just the chemistry that they had.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kifo, they recorded that whole thing. Ant lost everything. So I had the home studio.
Right.
That edition that y'all heard
Was the second.
was the second version because they had to redo it. But now they have to write the songs.
Oh,
Just
I
in
get what you're
case.
saying.
Yeah, no, it's not even because it wasn't that same chemistry, bro. Everybody's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We're gonna do this.
Sometimes it's a
You know what I'm
moment
saying?
in time,
So
dog.
yeah,
You
bro.
captured
So that was
Yeah.
recorded at the studio, but that was the second edition, bro. That first one,
crazy. I hate that shit. I had like three.
Yeah, bro.
I done had like
So
three,
basically, you
hard
had to
drives
be
crash
there.
on me.
You had to be there to know that it happened.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
to hear it
That's
in
wild.
its original
Yeah.
fever.
It's kind of like the, I mean, if you look at like a video game remake where they re-voice over everything,
Yeah.
it's never like the original. The original is always like the most authentic, the most polished. And then when you try to redo it, it just don't hit the same.
Yeah.
So I can see what you mean, but like for us, like me as a consumer, I didn't know that until right now. So how many years later after this project, and to hear this shit is kind of mind blowing, you know? And I'm
They
like,
still wrecked that hoe. But
Oh,
that
yeah.
first one, ooh.
yeah.
Being a rapper, a lot of times it's like,
You heard? Wait, real quick.
Go ahead.
You heard it though?
Oh yeah, I was there.
God
I was
damn.
there.
say I was there.
See, in memory, that shit's gonna live on.
It's crazy because being a rapper sometimes niggas like channeling, like we use a lot of what we going through at the time. You know what I'm saying? And you can't recapture that later on.
No.
Sometimes you done laid a verse, nigga, and you done laid every like you might have just lost a Lone Star. You might have just lost a De Niro.
Oh yeah. R.I.P. man.
R.I.P. De Niro.
R.I.P. De Niro.
You know you might have just lost a granny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that makes the best music, bro, because the pain is there.
Yeah.
It's in the room with you that day. You feel me? And 6 months later, after your hard drive done crashed, you might not be able to recreate that. Might not be able to relive that. So
Not in the same
man.
mind state. Not
You
the
could- I mean, they
emotions.
could be
not
the-
the same.
They can be the same words.
Yeah.
You know what
it
I'm
won't
saying?
hit the same.
It won't hit the same.
Fucking right.
So yeah, man, that first version probably lost to the motherfucking San Antonio gods.
Man, that one right there, yeah.
They probably
That one
jamming
right
that
there.
motherfucking Bluetooth
It was
right
classic,
now, nigga.
bro. Classic.
That's crazy.
I
Both
feel
of
like
them, but
I was
that
like,
was
does
classic.
anybody know that besides who was there?
No.
Damn.
That's the
Cause we was
brilliance.
just dropping, bro. You know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
brilliance of
Like,
these
kept it
stories.
moving.
That's the
Damn.
brilliance of these stories.
We just kept
like
it
I
moving.
said,
I appreciate you
enjoyed-
sharing that though. That's
Hey, yeah.
I enjoyed the interview you did with Mozzie. I enjoyed the interview that Ken did with Mozzie, man. Because some of this shit, you know, like you say, it gets lost to the room.
Yeah.
You was either there or you wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was a select
right.
group of niggas that lived through it, that could tell the story.
Yeah.
And most of the time, we choose not to. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with New Illuminati, man. The way things evolved, you had to be there.
yeah.
You had
facts.
to be there.
Yeah.
Sos was one of my first niggas. I said, man, we gotta get Sos up in here, bro.
Yeah.
Come hook a crook.
Mm.
We gotta get niggas in here, man. And I think that was really the soul of that show.
Yes, sir.
It had nothing to do with us.
No.
It had to do with like these stories that now they're all over. They running rampant,
Sure.
which is beautiful for the culture of San Antonio. But it would have been a time where they told you it wasn't no music culture, no rap culture in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
And these things was busy happening. They gotta happen in real time and then get lost to the ether.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I love sitting down, man. And I love where you at right now. I don't feel like it's gonna last too long.
What?
We got a moment of time with podcast Sos right now, nigga.
No, yeah.
This
Oh,
is
and
the
then-
most
and then-
interviews I've ever seen.
And then it's gone.
He might disappear after this.
This
I don't know.
This nigga's the best, bro.
This
This nigga's the best. You remember when Darkwing Duck would drop a little smoke, nigga, and then he's gone, nigga? That nigga poof. He was right here, nigga. We was just talking to the nigga, man. Y'all seen that nigga Sos? Poof. Gone. I mean,
But I mean, you know,
you ain't gonna see so
ducked
they
off.
fuck with me and want it. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to get a gauge on your spirit, man, because you seem like you're handling it better. I mean, we had a talk when I was on the show.
Yeah.
About how much I'm willing to share. The niggas around me, how uncomfortable they feel, because we just wasn't raised this way, man. We was raised to keep it close to the vest.
Yeah.
People that don't know you use information against you. You know what I'm saying? So to see you out here, I mean, I seen the plug interview.
Yeah.
I said, this nigga's on fire. This nigga's on fire.
But Kifo, you know, it just, you know, when I was, I won't even say disconnected, when I was just separating it, you know what I'm saying? It was still, you know, people that fucked with me reached out, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it came back time to really, like I said, I owe it to y'all, bro.
No.
And just in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, I owe it to the city, my G. You know what I'm saying? At least hear something, you know what I'm saying? Take something from it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but most of, as far as the fans wise, like, oh yeah, they folk from when they was in elementary, junior high, and they was in, you know what I'm saying, they probably already done shared it. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much everybody, bro, was there to witness it. And
that's the beauty. And the niggas that was
not
in
the
room,
behind the scenes shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like the flea market shit, bro, like the Ingram shit, the Rolling Oak shit, you know what I'm saying? The North Star shit. Like yeah, bro, like we,
you know,
so it's that era.
Something I also wanted to mention.
It'll never come back.
We was out of there,
it was different, man.
But something I want to mention, because, you know, we lost a lot of like venues, places that, you know, you've probably yourself performed at. There was before we did New Illuminati Showcase, remember?
Yeah.
So you were there for one of them?
At the Falls?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, Sos, I filmed that. I was the one filming that shit.
Yeah, man.
Wait, I performed.
Yeah. I
fucking performed.
Like I said, it was niggas on our list. We make brothers. It's like, bro,
crazy.
when we
what year
it,
was this?
Like 2016, some shit like 2015, maybe.
It's stretching now, man. I didn't know how long ago that was.
It's
man.
crazy because me and Sos didn't know each other personally.
Yeah.
But I was the one on stage filming you.
It was a good time to be alive, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Sos and Stacks.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Stacks.
So
yeah, man. These creatives.
That happened. And there was another show that I caught. I wasn't doing no film, but I went in there, you know, just to get a drink. It was like a spot by Ingram. It's kind of like, almost had like a dip inside. It used to be like a restaurant. Became this whole big venue thing with the stage. And you was headlining there. And I was like, wait, what the fuck going on here?
By Ingram?
Yeah. I didn't know they were doing shows in there.
No, the nigga didn't do
I wish I remember the
sets.
name of the place, but the place was torn down. But it was like a big ass spot, and the place was like crazy, and it was like rocking. And I was like, and then when I see Sos on stage, I was like, oh,
hold up.
Okay. I see what's happening here. All right, cool. He's doing his thing. Crowd is rocking. After that, I don't even know who came on after that. I was just surprised that I was like, you know, I was here by accident. Are
these venues still alive in San Antonio?
Maybe some.
I probably ain't performed out here in a long time. I've been performing out of town, but like, you know, like the Falls and what was the spot over there on San Pedro? You know, Fitzgerald's.
Oh yeah, Fitzgerald's.
Fitzjesus.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald.
Now that's still alive.
Yeah, I think Fitzgerald's.
That's still
but
alive.
even before they had a run, they was doing rock shows out there for a long time. I remember back in the Gap. And then, nigga, we started doing these rap shows out there. The rap shows was motherfucking, you know, they was powerful.
What's the spot over there on Perrin that everybody used to go to? Kinda like it's like in a shopping center.
Right now?
Nah, it's like back in the day. Like it was shit,
you ain't talking about.
It was like right there by, you know, 410 and, you know, Perrin.
You said Perrin. I thought you were talking about Broadway Bar for a second.
Oh, Broadway Bar was another one too.
Yeah, Broadway Bar then evolved into something. I think, they still something. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, like outside the loop, like a couple blocks maybe. Oh, regardless, these are
my
some
neighborhood too, man.
Regardless,
I can walk the Perrin.
These are some places that don't exist anymore.
I know back in but they used to have that little one that was ducked off under that. They had a Chocolate City there.
Chocolate City. Oh, yeah.
That little one that was ducked off.
No, Chocolate City.
Had
Was it the studio?
It was.
Is it called the studio? That was on Parent Bottle?
Yeah.
That's the one. I think that's the one.
Studio.
That's the one.
Studio.
Oh, they were doing shows at studio.
Yeah.
They damn show was.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Rest in peace, the studio, man.
Damn, bro.
I performed
this
there
is
once.
Crazy.
Did you at the studio?
Yeah, I told you I was on Northeast side performing and shit.
That's
doing
big
shit.
Northeast, man. Look at you.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. I was
Look
over
at
here.
you.
This is the only place booking me was the Northeast side.
Hey.
I mean, that's just facts. I'm just saying that's facts.
Northeast side.
Yeah, they did something for my little brief moment in musical history or whatever. My little music career.
Let's float off for a second, man. Let's take Sos to the real world.
Let's
man.
go. Let's go.
Let's get Sos way out of his box today, man. We gonna get your opinion on all kind of bullshit, man.
Let's do it.
Which is what we love to do on the
Let's
Cheap Suits
do
podcast.
it.
You want to talk about Shador?
Go ahead, man. Let's go.
You ain't got to take on Shador.
I'm gonna chime in,
Yeah,
but I want to hear your take.
you don't want to hear my take.
I
Nobody
do.
ever want to hear my
I
take.
sure do.
Hey, listen, you got to take on Shador, man. Slid all the way to the motherfucking fourth round. Dion primetime son, man.
Yeah, y'all probably won't believe me, bro, but I
You don't fuck with none of
I
that.
don't fuck with sports.
You don't watch sports. You don't watch sports?
I mean, when it comes to the Super Bowl and
No,
championship.
you do the big.
Yeah.
Really?
The big events.
Now-
Playoff time.
I feel
You'll-
that way
you'll-
about-
You'll hear
I feel that way
throughout
about
the season,
NCAA.
You know what I'm saying? Well, bro, this is me
My nigga, when we
all the way
say
around.
what's happening with Shador, you don't know nothing what we talking about.
A little something.
Oh, okay.
I think he was supposed to be projected to be
Yeah.
number one or something. And
Yeah. Daddy took over at Jackson State, which was a HBCU, put his son on. You know what I'm saying? Son, I wouldn't say killed it, but he was a starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And then parlayed that into a maneuver into what I would consider their world,
Okay.
Colorado,
Okay.
out of all places.
Yeah.
And he's starting quarterback at Colorado. You know, got the Heisman Trophy winner that he throwing to, Travis. And, you know, not so much a great record, but the nigga was playing back. He was playing ball. You know what I'm saying? And the thought was this kid's finna go in the top 5 picks in the NFL draft.
Okay.
And he ended up, now the first day of the NFL draft is the first round. That's it. On television, all that. He's sitting there.
My bad. Not number one. First round. My bad.
First round.
Yeah, first round.
Right.
Okay. That's
Which
what-
is,
okay.
I don't even know how many picks in the first round. Yeah, my picks, maybe 20 or 30 picks.
Yeah.
Already.
It's 30 teams. So, you know.
I would say
at least
the
30
extent
picks.
of how many teams there are.
Right. So he didn't go in the first round, which is already a miracle. He's sitting in the room. Now, this happened to Aaron Rodgers, too. Certain niggas we didn't see they supposed to go, but they don't go for whatever reason. So this starts to become a story out here.
Gotcha.
What's going on with Shador? Now, during the process, Shador was busy being Prime's motherfucking son, my nigga.
Yeah.
Now, not necessarily a prime ball player, but definitely adapted my daddy's prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm going to the motherfucking, now they put together all these combines and shit. Nigga don't want to throw at the combines. I don't want to do that because I'm fucking Shador. I ain't need to do that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga give an interview, wipe his dick with the interview. I mean, put his dick on everybody's forehead and the motherfucker. Listen, man. I mean, I'm just being, am I lying?
Nah.
I mean, the nigga showed his ass. You know what I'm talking about? But his whole style was, I'm finna get picked, nigga. I'm motherfucking Shador.
Yeah.
He didn't go. He didn't go the first round. He didn't go the second round. He didn't go the third round. Got drafted in the 4th round. I want to say pick 144, if I ain't mistaken.
Damn. Tough.
A humbling experience for a black man in America. When he was born rich, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dion's your daddy. So,
what's your take on that?
my people got a take on it for sure. I got a different take, man. The type of nigga that don't mind splitting for my people sometimes, man, because sometimes my people need some tough love.
Gotcha.
If anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be you.
I mean, I got my thoughts, my nigga, and I'm not nervous of nobody.
Yeah.
So I say my thoughts. I'm not necessarily saying my thoughts is right. I'm not necessarily saying that you got to live your life by my thoughts, but I'm saying
But your
I got my
perspective.
thoughts,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
perspective.
Yeah.
So I had a take on this. And, you know, we got this podcast brotherhood. We got nigga, we
sir.
texting niggas and shit, man.
sir.
I'm mad Kai ain't here today
Hey,
because Kai got a take.
I'm sure he
Guaranteed.
does.
Now Kai's our black activist, my nigga.
Okay.
Amongst our circle. he's all motherfucking Fred Hampton. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I don't know, man. I do feel like it kind of speaks to this place we in. You got boys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the fact that you say that, like, that's their only description of who Kai is.
That is the only description
The
of who
black
Kai
guy,
is.
he's not like
He's a Black
book
Panther.
author. He's not
the
a
chief
writer. He's not a rapper. He's
Nah,
not a
none of that
podcast.
shit.
There's nothing else.
I told this thing, bro. You know Kai. I think you remember.
Kai Phoenix?
You remember the the Vandal movement
Vandal Records.
with Stitchy,
J Flame.
Jay Flame. I thought that was my son in the room, nigga. Talking. Shut the fuck up,
Stitch,
nigga.
man.
Yeah, shout out Stitch, man.
Shout out Van.
Yeah.
So you know
Taiwan and all them.
Taiwan, Stitch, Jay Flame, and my nigga Bang Bang. My nigga Bang Bang. That's his brother.
Mm-hmm.
It's my nigga. I'm talking to my people, our people. And you know I got these conversations all the time, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you were saying earlier. The evolution has already happened in a lot of us, man. I got a boy. I got two boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mine is grown. They need to have their ass at work on time.
Shout out the
You
Neffs.
feel what I'm talking about?
Shout out the Neffs.
So
Like it right.
my take on these things is evolving with me.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, in my mind, arrogance is earned and despised.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Niggas despise arrogance.
Facts.
But white people despise arrogance even more. But white people despise arrogance even more from a nigga.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Now, with all that being said, there's power in the gifts.
Yeah.
There's power in your gifts. Prime time, Deion Primetime motherfucking Sanders was the gift. The number one football player that ever played a game of football, my nigga. Entire games in the NFL, not Pop Warner, not your cousin's league down there on the east side, my nigga. I'm not talking about that. This man's at the highest level of football on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Entire games, they won't throw the ball to his side of the fucking field, man.
Damn.
That's respect. You feel me? That's respect. So this thing that Deion is carrying around, this arrogance that I got, it's earned, nigga. You know how I earned it? I shut down motherfucking Jerry Rice, nigga, in the Super Bowl. The best nigga to ever do it. I did that.
Already.
I got behind this microphone, man. I made topic of discussion, my nigga. Now it's out there in the ether forever.
Yeah. Ain't
It'll
going
never
nowhere.
be taken away from me.
No.
Yeah.
I got behind this microphone. I fucking grinded. I didn't eat some nights. I sat in the studio with my old lady. I sat in the studio with my partners. I dug deep in the deepest parts of me, and I came up with 1901. I did that.
What a segue.
Now this thing ain't quite arrogant. This thing ain't quite arrogance no more.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And the white man understands that whatever arrogance I'm carrying come with a whole billfold with it.
Yeah.
Because I got 1901.
Yeah.
It's on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
He respects that.
Yeah.
Don't nobody respect the nigga that ain't made the 1901 yet.
Damn.
You did good, my nigga. You performed at Fitzgerald's.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I saw you. You did okay.
Yeah.
You got a lot more to do, young boy. I seen you play at Colorado, my nigga. You ran around. You threw the ball. You did good.
Yeah.
Got a lot more to do.
I'm not going to say you ain't nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going to say, but you ain't ready for arrogance yet.
Yeah.
Not with the white man.
Yeah.
You're not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucking cold game, bro, to play. Listen what I'm trying to tell y'all.
He's in his bag right now. Hey, Q, you in your bag, dog.
This is my take.
You in your bag.
This is my take.
Yeah.
If you're going to be arrogant with the white man, you better have a 1901 in your pocket, brother. You better have something they need. Not something they want. Something these niggas need. Or they going to do it to you.
Yeah.
Guess what they did to them? You understand what I'm saying? Now, I say all this to say this. I got boys.
Yeah.
You got boys.
Yes, sir.
Shit, we all do here.
I can't afford as a black man. You got boys. I can't afford as a black man to tell my boys to be arrogant at Chick-fil-A.
Yo, come on, man.
My son went to work at Chick-fil-A right now, my nigga.
Ain't never brought you a meal.
Listen, we slipping into this in this world that we living in this new world where everybody got a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they the star of their own sitcom, my nigga.
Yeah.
They believe it in their mind. Bro, don't get arrogant
Yeah.
if you ain't got that 1901.
Yeah.
You ain't got that gold jacket.
No.
You don't got the talent to shut down Jerry Rice. Don't get arrogant before that, nigga, or you gonna fuck around and get humbled.
Fucking right.
These are the conversations I have with my fucking kids because I love them.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
As you should.
Because the world will, the planet will motherfucking humble you.
You fucking right.
You know what's crazy to watch, my nigga? You know what's crazy to watch? A kid with a $1.7 million chain on still sitting in that room on day 3.
Shit.
I'm still here. I got up. I got dressed. I'm clean.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm clean. I got the biggest motherfucker in here. Chunky, my NIL deal already came in.
Yeah.
My daddy was rich when I was born.
Yeah.
Then I got the NIL deal. I think I put 1.7 million on that, my nigga.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm Gucci. I got the chunk diamonds and all that.
Damn.
I don't got the 1901 though.
Yeah.
Forgot to bring that with me.
Mm.
I didn't go win that motherfucking championship. Matter of fact, the bowl game I played in got hold the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it and lost money, nigga. Let me
Damn.
talk my shit tonight, fam. I'm
Damn.
talking to you about Shadua Sanders. You wanted my take, right?
I asked for it.
It's a way bigger
asked for
take
it.
than just Shadua Sanders. We got to stop teaching our kids, nigga, because it's nasty work out here nowadays.
Nasty
Everybody's arrogant.
Yep.
Nobody's humble no more.
Mm-mm.
This nigga done already wrote a gang of albums and he still got a little bit of humility in him.
Yeah.
He still sit here and say, hey, man, I appreciate y'all niggas for out there, and I appreciate y'all niggas for, you know what I'm saying? I know what I did. I know what I'm finna do after this.
Yeah.
But it ain't time for arrogance just yet, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get the gold jacket, man, first.
Yeah.
And then, I could be arrogant if I want to. Don't mind my dog barking in the back because she probably hear me preaching.
Yeah.
Hey,
You feel me?
preach.
But
Preach.
Yeah.
that's my take on Shadua Sanders, man.
Can't fuck out.
That might have been one of the most fucking incredible takes of all goddamn time.
Listen,
My nigga.
listen. If you care about
I knew you were good for something.
something, I'll put this GED to work.
Yeah.
Listen, I told y'all I'm the smartest GED student in there is.
That
nigga.
might be facts.
Bruh.
You earned that arrogance right there.
You love your boys?
Did you? For sure.
Told my son the other day, my nigga. I told my son the other day. Y'all just excuse my dog if y'all hear that barking. I told my son the other day. He came home pop. You know what this bitch ass nigga told me at the gig, nigga? I said, what's going on, fam? Nigga said this, that, and the third. Nigga almost took off on him. Whoa, son. Slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Don't you hit that white man in the face. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You remember that time you almost jumped out on that white lady in traffic? You remember?
Yo,
I don't give a fuck how she looked at you, Crump.
how this turned on me is
Man, I'm
fucking
just
crazy
I'm tying
right
it
now.
all in.
Fucking crazy.
I want the Cheap Suits podcast to understand.
Hey, for the
preaching.
record,
we
for the
talking about
record,
life, my nigga.
for the record, I ain't jumped out the car on no white woman.
Best believe you did.
That didn't happen.
Don't do that, dog. Go
That's
about your
wild
day.
work. That's
Go on about your
wild
day,
work.
my nigga's the best way to do it.
Wild
in America.
allegations right there.
No, you didn't jump out. I just said you was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Had it on your mind.
That might be
Nigga,
all right. You know,
My
she,
son
she
thought
was
about
acting,
it.
she was acting crazy. I don't know.
I said, my nigga, we just getting started, bro.
Yeah.
We got a whole lot of money to collect.
Mm-hmm.
You working third shift right now, nigga, but you stacking.
Yeah.
The nigga stacking. I'm so proud as a father
Yes, sir.
because nigga walk through the mud and the dirt, my nigga.
Yeah.
When you get through all that, you got a chance to clean your shoes, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
You might want to pan down and look at Sosa's shoes today, my nigga. Clean shoes, brother. I done
they are
walked through the
clean,
mud. I done did everything I had to do, and I did all that with humility.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It's a time for arrogance. Don't fucking get in the room and tell Sos, man, you can't rap. I can't rap, nigga.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Nah, I'm just gonna see. You gonna see the arrogance. Some people say confidence, but that arrogance, man. I felt like on any podcast out here, it had to be said on the Cheap Suits podcast. But this shit is getting out of control. I've been seeing videos of little niggas talking big guff, nigga. I'm talking about that guff,
Yeah.
bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Soon as the shit pop off, puff, 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 and he gone.
Shit.
This nigga forgot he couldn't fight.
Pink,
Wait a
pink,
minute.
pink, pink.
Bruh, you ever seen a video so disappointing? Like, wait a minute, dog. You said all that and that was the fight?
Yeah.
That's what I'm bringing to the table, dog.
On some Ryan Garcia shit.
That,
Just saying, hey, it just happened.
It can't be all arrogance, dog.
Just happened.
I mean, where's the substance? Ain't no substance behind your arrogance.
Yeah.
Now, I think Shador is a decent ball player, my nigga. Decent.
Yeah.
Project. I think he's gonna be the third string quarterback on the Cleveland Browns. Let that sink. We talking sports right now, Sos, and I know you don't pay attention to this shit.
The fact that I forgot we were talking sports,
it's
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Nigga. It's fucking crazy.
It's Blair.
I've been
Blair as
freestyling
fuck.
up in here, nigga. I be
yeah.
podding a
Blair
little bit,
as
man.
fuck.
You're on a different kind of level right
Bro,
now.
I don't get
Blair
rusty.
as fuck.
I don't get rusty.
Yeah.
You don't let me on the show. You trap me in the goddamn basement. You make me work in the mail
First of
room.
all, nobody did that to you.
Man, you kick me off the show.
Nah, yeah.
So here, now you can be honest about it. Y'all kicked me off the mic because of my controversial takes.
Oh shit, that's what happened.
And now y'all don't want to let me talk.
Okay.
Nah, man.
Nah, I didn't do mushroom today.
I didn't get offered mushroom coffee today.
Nah, I didn't do no mushroom coffee
I
today.
kind of feel low key feel disrespected.
That mushroom coffee though, Sos.
Yeah, that's
I
what
ain't
I'm
tried
on.
mushroom.
7 mushrooms, my nigga.
That's what I'm on every day.
Yeah, you gotta have that
I'm on it
lion's
every day.
mane up in that motherfucker.
That's right.
Turkey tail.
That's just one of 6. One of 6 mushrooms on that.
7 mushrooms. I'll give you some.
Oh, it's 7 now?
Got some up in there. Look at that mushroom coffee, bro.
That's God's coffee right there.
Me and Sos connected in the studio, man, over our love of coffee, bro. Niggas don't understand these things, man. Niggas don't get it.
We connected a little later with the coffee
on the way here, bro.
Cushion coffee.
Man,
and then Nemo drunk all the coffee before you got here.
God
I
damn.
made some, dog, for you.
What a monster.
Nemo said he didn't want some, then he took your cup, man. That's what happened.
Let's go.
You know what? Real quick though. Let's just because you've been saying 1901, and you know we briefly mentioned previous projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
1901 to me, and I've already had a multitude of conversations because I'm like I got to reach out to people who know the music in the city, who know the history of the city,
Okay.
who know SoS in the city, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You did that on the topic of 1901.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga,
So I had to
beautiful.
listen to 1901 a few times first. You know?
Yeah. It's a
That's
multi-listen.
my, and mind you, I'm a hater. I'm a big
Already.
hater.
Already.
I don't like projects more than like 10, 12 records.
Okay, yeah, niggas
For-
attention span.
And
How many
the-
tracks you
and the
got on this
fact-
album, Sos?
22.
It's 22.
22.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I
That's an
fucking
old
know.
school project. That's an old school
Because
project.
I already knew I'm listening to 2 projects.
That's bold.
Because
That's bold.
in my mind, I'm listening to 2 projects in one right now.
Already.
So, and the fact that I'm like, I went back and listened to this project a multitude of times, all the way through.
Mm.
And, you know, whether I'm in the gym, on the road, you know what I mean? Like, you know, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening to this shit in different environments.
Oh, that's good.
And the fact that I'm just like, yo, this project here as a whole is I want to say the most polished, the most you know, even production wise was the most like where I enjoyed the sound so much.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoever was in production was in their fucking bag.
Hell yeah.
Not only that, but SoS was in his fucking bag. He gave you a little, like, if you don't like this, if this ain't for you, there's something on that fucking project for you.
For sure.
And I was like, bro, I'm just listening to this whole shit as a whole. And I'm like, it's 22 records. But I'm forgetting that part of it.
Yeah.
Because
That's
I'm just following through.
It's a seamless 22.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, and you know, and I told a few people, because everybody knows my mindset when it comes to project.
Gotcha.
And they like, I feel like they're surprised when I say that I'm giving this shit full run throughs. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
And you know, because I'm like,
It's hard to do nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Niggas don't respect albums
That's
no more.
right.
For sure.
and you know what's crazy is that, like, not to say that I felt like you was retired, because the, you know, like the projects, you know, I remember when it was just like, yo, SoS is fucking everywhere on all these, you know, mixtapes, you know, whether he's dropping his own album, whatever the case may be, you know. The whole gang over there, you know, at Cotton Light, they was doing collaborative projects. You know what I mean? And they were just all over the place. We're like, yo, am I keeping up, you know, picking up all these projects?
Yeah.
So for you to come back and, like, you know, let me point out too that there were still features, because you feature on a couple, you know, different records with the homies of mine. You know, the record you did with Eastside, you know, I think it was a few of y'all. That Boy Play, everybody was in the music video, all that shit. Then you did the song with
Shout out Play.
You know what? I want to shout out this one, because there was this video that came out, and this is how I first heard the song.
Okay.
SoS is doing the first verse on the shit.
Oh, you talking about
Fast.
the,
Yeah.
you talking about the
The
cypher?
jump.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Cypher,
Yeah.
Jump.
KG, shout out KG.
KG with KG. Hey,
Shout out my
I'm
nigga
glad
KG.
KG's doing
Prayers
well.
to the homie too.
Hey,
Yeah, for sure.
fresh
for
out the
sure.
hospital, doing a nice recovery,
He feeling
man.
better, man. I done talked to him.
Yes, yeah, I talked to
Shout
him
out
too.
KG.
I did talk to him too, and it's
And he got
crazy.
some new music on the way. I could tell y'all that too, man. Boy been operating on some little spot off the northeast.
And what's crazy with KG, yeah, and what I felt
Exclusive.
what I felt bad about is that almost
KG on the way.
almost a year to date when the accident happened with KG, we ran into each other last year's South by. So, we was going to this year's South by. I'm expecting to see him again, because I always run into him. So, and then I found out after the fact that the incident happened, right?
Right.
And I was like, damn, bro, like I felt like a void, in that moment, because I'm like, yo, I always see you like over here.
Yeah, it's
You know-
crazy when something happened.
Yeah.
You kind of relate back on how much contact you didn't have with people, especially when we talking about this place
Yeah.
that we can get to where you sunk into your life
Yeah.
and you ain't necessarily, that's part of maturing. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
real life.
Yeah.
And,
You don't get to connect with niggas the way you used to on a daily basis. So when something happens, it's tragic. It's more tragic.
Yeah, facts. But not to shy away from what we was originally talking about is that I'm listening to this 1901. I'm like, I've heard, and I hope I've heard every possible project from SoS, right?
All right.
Every hopefully every feature. But like I said, that verse on that joint with KG, talk about setting a tone was
Yeah.
fucking nuts.
Oh, tough
And I was
16.
like, yo, this is. I was
fuck
like,
with that verse.
I was like, this
I
is
fuck
how
with the whole song.
It was a good
this
verse.
is how you
I
know.
I think I might got a special place in my house.
Yeah.
In my house. In my house. In
Hey,
my heart.
yeah, for sure.
For bounce SoS, nigga.
Yeah.
Bounce SoS.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Now bounce SoS always comes out at 45 degrees like this here. Sing, dang, 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 dang. That's bounce SoS.
Yeah. And this is
I'm
why
telling you what I know.
honestly that
We
verse
finna get the bounce. Oh, this nigga finna get the bounce.
Yeah.
honestly
Fucking right.
that verse was like,
It was tough.
yo, SoS ain't never left. This is why he's still one of the best from the
Oh,
city.
Okay, so he's going
Yeah,
off the
I've heard
retirement
from him
shit.
in a
Yeah,
while.
okay, yeah,
And
for
so,
sure, for sure.
and I was like,
Shout
yo,
out KG, man.
and I was like,
Shout
yo,
out KG,
even
he
if
put
you
that together.
Yeah, even if
Yeah,
you ain't
for sure.
seen like SoS in a minute, he just let you know. He let the city know, and anybody outside the city
Mm,
who's tapping in, he let them know, like, bro, I'm the one.
And I'm still
I
repping the
really
city.
felt like that when I heard that. I was like, he ain't fucking around.
And still repping the city.
Yeah,
So-
and not only that, but like the way you do rep the city. I always said that I don't think anyone has ever done it like that before. You know what I mean? Like you had people, they give their criticism. This don't happen for me, and blah blah blah, and everybody's a victim. About why they don't have success in this music shit. It's
Yeah.
like. I've never heard, not that
Nigga-
we heard you talk much, it's been through music.
But the nigga don't cry.
Yeah.
he ain't whining about
it's
shit.
not a public cry.
You know what I
man.
mean?
That's important to be said.
Thank
too,
God,
man.
Jesus Christ, because fucking,
For sure.
and hopefully people grow out of that mindset. Maybe it takes maturity and growth or whatever the case may be. But it's like, yo, it felt like a lot of us who was younger coming into the game and shit like that, we weren't doing that shit either. So
Yeah,
it's
man,
it's a little weird of the generation that we
Yeah.
kind of we're witnessing. And
sure.
so the fact that I'm like, yo, he's still doing him. He's still representing what he's so prideful about. And then not only that, but like to allow his music to evolve the way it has.
Yeah.
Like I said, so polished in a positive way because it's like, bro, like it sounds so effortless.
Yeah.
The way you put it all together. So I just wanted to, give you your
Appreciate
flowers on still
Thank
being
you,
able
sir.
to do that shit. Because sometimes I feel like people's earlier music was their better music, and
Yeah.
it didn't necessarily evolve. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like sometimes it kind of goes down. And it's so to me when I heard 1901, I was like, that shit went up.
Yeah. But see, 1901 is it's not the mixtape SoSanAntone.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything that everybody was fucking with
Mhm.
pretty much at the time, bro, was the mentality of those records, bro, was all mixtape, bro.
Yeah.
It was all mixtape to me. So
A different approach.
yeah, we can create the song structure, but it's mixtape.
Yeah.
I'm just finna try to ooh, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Still do the storytelling, still do my thing, but the mentality is mixtape. I know what beats we got to choose. I will, you know what I'm saying? So now on this one, bro, it's like, okay, we finna do an album.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let me try to walk them through all that mixtape shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all the shit that I was spitting and thinking I was spitting, we could just lay it out in a real song format and just
Switch
give
it
to
up.
'em. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And we can ride to it, we can listen to it, we can vibe to it and be like, oh shit, this nigga done told the,
Fuck yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So
I was curious
that.
about your process, man, because I've said, I think I even said before we started podding today, this was the most comfortable that I done heard you over a whole project.
Yeah.
Now these alluding to bro, to mama, to your life with mama, your connection with mama without all the other elements that other people may have had. And obviously the cadence and everything, playing with the techniques of rap, showing that I got all this. But I thought I heard a little bit of sense of, y'all motherfuckers must have forgot.
Sure.
I heard that in the bars, man, and I wanted to talk to you about that.
That's fact.
Because the opposite of getting on Facebook and crying and saying, man, niggas ain't respecting me, niggas ain't supporting me, is getting in the studio and bleeding it into the music.
Yeah.
And a nigga with a careful ear will say, okay, I got something to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I thought I heard that element in 1901. A little bit of, this is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? This is what built me.
Yeah.
This is what, I was listening to as a kid with my big bro, the losses I've had, the motherfucking things that I did without. But then it formulated this nigga that y'all might have fucking forgot about. Dog.
Yeah.
Some of you niggas might not respect SoSanAntone.
Yeah. And the pen.
And the pen.
And the pen.
Was there any of that?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just knowing what the play was
Mm-hmm.
and knowing that if I'm going to jump into this character now, I know this character also well as of now.
Yeah.
I know this dude that was my sidekick for fucking years, that controlled me for years.
No.
I know this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, this guy knows me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, this is me now.
That's
you know
dope.
what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna tap into what the fuck we did back then. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga, like, that shit that you was giving back then, giving but not living, how about you tap into now? You know what I'm saying? Tap into Byron.
I think that's a special evolution.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming here
Facts.
and talk about what you've turned into as a man.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the music that you put out to let niggas understand, because I got these, I'm telling you, man. I'm off in the motherfucking ticker sometimes, man. I got these I got these conflicts with my culture, with my own culture.
Right.
I feel
You
like
feel me?
I feel like this is just gonna have to be like a part 2. I feel like there's still so much to maybe,
That would be dope.
tap into.
And just so you understand,
Before you go off the grid, maybe get them back. Maybe get them back.
No, ain't no off the grid. Ain't no off the grid with us. You want to sit down and have these kind of conversations?
That's a call away.
Shit,
Man, you always reoccurring on this show.
I love this shit.
It's brilliant, because that's what I'm saying. I appreciate what you did today. And I seen what you did on the other interviews.
For sure.
But I seen what you did today.
For sure.
And I appreciate what you did within 1901.
Mm-hmm.
This is me today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It took me to do this, and this. It took me to get hurt this way, and this way.
Yeah.
It took me for me to not achieve here, not achieve there, not achieve that day, to come into the nigga that I am today.
Mm-hmm.
And the nigga I am today might be the greatest in the tone.
Damn.
Salute, man.
Man,
That nigga say, hey,
podcasting
That nigga said, might be.
Might. Ooh.
well, I wanted to give it some space
I
for you to
fuck
fill
with
in the
you.
blank. No.
That's my nigga.
I'm just trying to
This
tell
my
you.
nigga. This is what we do.
I done said this about Sosa in many
Nah,
places.
this is what we do.
huh?
This is what we do.
No, this.
But we
this
got
I
the
will
nigga
vouch
here
for.
today, man.
I will
mean,
vouch for that.
I'm not gonna stop you from talking your shit, my nigga.
No.
But
Nah.
I
I fuck with it.
I left that wiggle room
fuck
out
with
there
it.
for the next nigga to say, "Oh, that was supposed to be. I'm better than Sosa."
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, go ahead and try that.
and
I mean, you
it
need
might
a
be.
1901. You
And
might be.
What's the word you use? Might be. They might be.
It's possible.
Yeah, they might be.
It's possible, but you can't have the arrogance until you didn't put in the work, brother.
But
you got to go shut down Jerry Rice first.
But mine is
Yeah.
You got to go do it.
The mindset still, bro, is the core fans that I do have.
Yeah.
It's still for the tone.
Man, shut up.
If it,
That's my dog, man. I mean, y'all know about Smugs, man. Smugs.
Shout out Smugs,
Shout out to
man.
Smugs, yeah.
Sos ain't fucking with Sos today, and she don't like being us potted without her, nigga. She upset in the back room. Go ahead.
But no. We Gucci, bro. You know what I'm saying? The mind state is it was never that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it don't feel like competition, you no more. You can say it is, man. We ain't gonna get mad at you.
We're not. No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, amongst the new generation of them, like it's competition between them.
Yeah, that's a different world right there.
Yeah, that's a different world. There's no competition because I move on my own accord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think they're moving with algorithm and you know what I'm saying? We can jump into it and try it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not
you don't move based on who's doing what.
No, not at all, bro. That's not a goal of mine. I just feel I owe it to y'all to give it whatever it but we're not gonna do the the gimmick shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that we were still doing in the beginning, bro. When it was that generation, this is what we're gonna continue to do. We're gonna follow with the times, but it's still gonna be us, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. To tag back to that,
still gonna be Sos.
Yeah, bro. We're not gonna.
It's crazy you brought that up because when I did sit down with Mozzie, Skrills, like I said, really insightful nigga. He asked me like, do I reach out to the younger generation? Do I feel an obligation? Yeah. And I told him, nah, I don't. I done did plenty of music with these young rappers, man. When they reach out to me, they pay the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We get on the track, and I'm not even doing that in competition. I'm trying to deliver you an album I feel like you can move with. You know what I'm saying? You could do something with.
Be real, you killed them on the records.
No, I don't. I do.
You do. You see?
I don't try. Listen, it's not my goal.
Hey,
and I mean this.
He's killing them
from the spirit. I like to hear other niggas how they approach it because I brought your name up.
Mm.
I said this nigga Sos is brilliant in bridging the gap between these younger niggas, and I'm not so patient because I feel like the quality of the man you dealing with is always going to depend on how many lumps he didn't have to live through.
Mm.
And if you take the lumps away, then you get a soft ass. You get a different kind of man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he don't need me. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. He don't need me to build whatever fuck he gonna build.
Gotcha.
He could use me. We could do a feature, whatever the case may be. But I'm not reaching out to him because I'm sure they'll go on their own journeys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? These Izzies and these motherfucking Southsides and these you know, all of these niggas is gifted. Yeah. And I feel like when you at that young age, you're supposed to feel like, nigga, it's me versus the universe.
Hey, shout out.
And I'm finna whoop the universe.
Hey, shout out to that Faux Mob Texas
Faux Mob on fire right now, man.
Shout out Faux Mob, shout out Izzy, shout out Hoodlum.
No, but your verse though that you did. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to shout out.
Okay.
He did the Texas challenge, and I was
I'm gonna piggyback off of.
No, get to it.
Go ahead.
What was you?
That's what I'm saying because I brought you up when they asked me this question because you are a good bridge. I think some of these niggas view you like I gotta work with Sos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that is too, bro. But Kinfolk, like as far as most of them, dog, and the ones you shouted out to, bro, acknowledge, all aware, respect. You know what I'm saying, Kinfolk? But the ones who are just rapping, they'll reach out to me for the rapping.
Right.
The ones who, like the Izzies, the Southsides, you know, the ones who tap in with Cocked and Lock on that level, be that longevity, how did we do it? You know what I'm saying? So that's when Jay Lee come into play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but Izzy, you know what I'm saying? Like we did the group shit that we did with Kyle Live and Fame, you know what I'm saying? A couple of songs over there with Izzy them, you know what I'm saying? Hoodlum, you know what I'm saying? They did the Live Ola shit, you know what I'm saying? So it, mostly on that the guys who know that they the guys tap in for that guy type shit.
No, for
you know
them.
What I'm saying?
And I
for
think
them. For them. You know what I'm saying? So
I think a guy like that, which Izzy and Hoodlum, I would consider these guys geniuses. They're
Straight
born
up.
with something that
Straight
they need
up,
to
bro.
mold.
Straight up.
Yoda. They're
And
born.
Free Izzy, man.
Yeah, Free Izzy.
Straight up.
They're born with something that needs to be molded,
Yeah, shout out to Yoda,
and
man.
I think it does do.
Extra.
It-
that's
Yeah,
my,
no,
that's my dog right there.
Yeah, and Yoda, he got that mindset. He probably gonna do what exactly what we talk about. But I think there's something to be said to sit in a studio with Question, with Sos.
Shout out Quest, bro.
You know, with these niggas where you're seeing these are mature rappers that have did it a million times.
Yeah,
What's my nigga's process?
Yeah.
How do we get in a hurtful place every time he step in the studio where he could deliver, where the delivery is what it need to be?
Mhm.
How do we get himself there?
Yeah,
These young niggas, when they get a chance to just, you know, be in like one of my favorite sessions I done had probably within the last 10 years. FMG Knots.
mm-hmm.
Me and Knots, we sitting down to write a song, kind of like me and you.
Shout out now.
Nigga, 90% of the time was sipping, talking shit.
Yeah.
The music, man, we been doing music.
Yeah.
We gonna get something that's gonna sound original.
Yeah.
But he wanted to talk to me.
Chop it up.
He wanted to be like, man, what was it like with this nigga over here? Did you ever deal with this nigga here? How should I run through this?
Yeah.
How should I operate through this? How should I be in this space?
They
And
want
we
to
just
They want
talking.
to soak in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, for whatever I got to offer. Now, some of my answers is gonna be like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never really been in that space. You know what I'm saying? But I did do this.
Yeah.
And I found it when I did do this. This the best way to go about it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I did do this, this the best way to go about it. And a lot of the, going back to what I was saying with Shador, a lot of my answers is not what they gonna expect to hear. My bad.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be what they expect to hear because my answers is always gonna be, nigga, walk in with humility. Yeah, I think I'm great, but I'm also getting a chance to sit down and write with Sos today.
Mm.
I think he great in his way, and I need to also take an opportunity that every fucking nigga I come across in the world, even a bum on the street, I could get something from him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fucking right.
If it ain't nothing worse than what you fucked up, I won't fuck that up.
Mm.
I could get something from him.
Fucking right.
And niggas with that mentality, they gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Niggas with the opposite mentality, like I done did it all, but I ain't did shit. I don't know, man. You're limiting yourself, my nigga.
I did all.
That's how I feel.
Hey, and with that
What?
said,
Yeah.
yo, I do know we don't want to hold you no more, but I do feel like, we're gonna have to do this again because I feel like there's still so much conversation to be had, right?
So
Yeah, man.
we started the podcast?
Yeah. We got a
we-
podcast here.
Yeah, we was talking. We just talking.
We've been talking.
Oh, shit, my
It's
Yeah.
crazy, right? The way these podcasts be going is crazy,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you don't even realize.
What else?
That's it. We done.
Nah, man. But real
We
quick,
done
though,
did everything we came to do.
I
Got
do.
the sauce out of sauce, nigga.
Yeah.
And it was comfortable.
Yo, man.
What?
I do want to say, man.
What? Come
I'm
on,
glad.
man.
I'm
I
glad
already
that we,
know this,
we had the opportunity to, give flowers.
For real.
Sir, appreciate
Like I said, I mean, we might not be joking when we think that, he gonna do a few podcasts and then
Poof.
the puff.
Dark wind
It's
up.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's
Yeah.
possible.
Maybe this
it's
the new
possible.
you.
I like that though. I like that.
Maybe this the new you.
I like that though.
Yeah, you're
Because I mean, I also
more of a
owe it to
mystery.
y'all, but I can also prove y'all
Hey, man.
Yeah.
some. Yeah, for
We'll
sure.
see.
I fuck
We'll
with it. I
see.
fuck
We'll
with it.
see.
I
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
with it.
And I'm
fuck
glad
with
I'm glad that we had the chance to do this. And kind of take a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, this is dope.
And kind of trail back to where we're at today.
Yeah.
The then Sos, the now Sos, which I feel like how you say, tap into who you are today, but
Yeah.
life's like, yo, that's still Sos to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just that not everybody gets a glimpse into the behind the scenes or what else is going on. You see what you see visually, music videos, the music and things of that sort. But when you get to sit down, I was like, it's still Sos. You just didn't see that part.
Nah,
yet.
Yeah.
man.
You know what I mean?
What all of our favorite rappers.
Exactly.
Man.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Y'all didn't get
Y'all saw that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Y'all saw that first phase.
Mhm.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So if y'all fuck with it, this new generation they can fuck with the second phase, but it's still
Yeah.
so
It's still him.
I
It's
mean,
still him.
it's forever gonna be.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the shit that he was talking about with his mom, his dad, his brothers, and you know what I'm saying? I can talk about now with my kids, my you know what I'm saying? My chick, my you know what I'm saying? My
That ass.
like
And that's
beautiful.
And that's what I love. And shout out
Isn't
to
it beautiful though?
yeah.
Niggas might not never die.
for sure.
Yeah.
Niggas might not never die.
For sure.
And shout out to our children, by the way, man, because like you said, getting to share these experiences. My oldest, he loves to see what we got going on over here because he's like, yo, these your friends, like, yo, y'all, we look like different to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you in middle school, you see what you see.
Nine's dope.
And but when he see this type of shit, because my son do tap in, he be like,
By the way, we got to get him in here because he ain't
son,
came and
bro.
told Unc how he doing with the women this year, man. He said he was going into the school year.
How old is he?
he going to high school, man. He 13 right
He
now.
getting there.
Yo.
Unc nephew.
He gonna be IQ's high soon.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Last
Facts.
time I seen him, we sat down at a
Shout out Neff.
Yeah.
was it an El Salvadorian restaurant we was at? What kind of food was we eating?
We was having no Salvadorian food.
Yeah, man.
For your birthday.
For my birthday. Shout out nephew, man. Nephew
Shout
told
out
me.
nephew.
But I
man.
think nephew finna be a play with the ladies, man.
Ready.
He got his daddies.
Hey,
He got his
ready.
daddies.
All I'm saying is don't make me a grandpa, man.
Grandpa.
That's
No, don't do that,
solid.
nephew.
Nah.
Nephew, don't do that.
Nah.
Nephew.
we good.
Leave the parenting to dad for
Yeah,
now.
man.
You know what I mean? Like,
All
you know
that
what I mean?
good time.
Shoot the club up.
Hey,
Shoot the club. No,
Hey,
fuck.
look,
No,
look.
my
That's the
bad.
wrong advice, yo.
My bad.
Nephew.
Yo,
Yeah,
but
man.
hey, it's like I said, it's an honor to have you here, man. I'm soaked in y'all, man.
Mace Window.
Yo, I'm honored that we were able to have you here today, man. Like I said, man,
appreciate
I hope
y'all,
that
bro.
anytime if you need us, you want to come and just talk and kick the shit, we here, bro.
Appreciate
And
you.
now we a call away. You know what I'm saying?
His fam, right?
The album's
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
now.
bro.
The album is out now. 1901.
1901.
Everywhere.
SoSanAntone.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to
Yeah.
plays
tell a friend.
plays good in LA, plays good in
Hey.
New York,
Hey.
plays good in Florida.
And if you don't
Wherever
know,
the fuck you hearing this at,
And if
all
you don't
my people
know-
out there in VA, man, Jam,
Yeah.
my nigga, man, SoSanAntone.
Shout out VA, man.
and if you don't know where to find
so
Sos, man, figure it out.
Nah, he out there.
SoSanAntone everywhere.
There he is.
SoSanAntone, that me. Hey, 2 minutes figures up, fuck it.
Yo, man,
You
look,
already know what it is.
episode 354.
We out of here.
354.
We out here. Yes, sir.
Motherfucker. Fuck
Yo,
the pole.
This is SoSanAntone in the building.
Let's go.